Welcome back to another episode of Midlife with Courage. As you can see, if you're watching this, it is just me today. I am doing a solo podcast episode, and it's something that I've wanted to share with you for quite a while now. And so I thought today would be a great day to do it. And so I'm just going to jump in and start. So thank you for being here. I was a registered nurse, as you probably know, for about 27 years. And I worked my way from labor and delivery through med surg to assisted living towards the end of my career. And along the way, I learned a lot of life lessons and interesting facts, of course, and so much more. But today I want to talk to you about one little word that can affect us in a big way. Now, I've already said the word. Maybe you caught it. And if you go back and listen, you will hear what I said. Sometimes those lessons that we learn present themselves and we don't realize the impact that they're going to have right away. But later on, maybe days, maybe months, maybe even years later, we realize something happened that kind of helps us to go, oh, wait a minute, this is big. So that's what happened with my new four-letter word that I'm going to talk to you about today. So here's the one seemingly minor interaction that happened. When as a nurse, hospital nursing or any nursing actually, if you're going to be walking into a patient's room, you announce yourself first, you knock first, and you walk in the door and say hello or something to let them know that you're there. Unless you know they're totally sleeping, like don't do this at 2 a.m. in the morning, just saying. But when you walk in, you knock. And what I was saying was, hi, it's just the nurse coming in. It's just me. It's just Kim. And one day, one wonderful, beautiful patient said to me, I don't even remember the patient's name. Sorry. She stopped me one day and she said, you shouldn't say you're just the nurse. You are the nurse. You own it. And she didn't really go into it more than that. She just said, you don't need that word. You don't need to say just the nurse. And I kind of thought about it that day a little bit. It did kind of affect me then. And I stopped saying it. But as I become more courageous in my midlife and think about things, I realized, she was really right. That word, just is the four-letter word. It it just stuck with me and I did stop using it. Like I said, when I announced myself going, from then on, I would just say, "Hey, it's Kim the nurse. I'm here," or whatever. I deleted the just from my vocabulary. But then when I had the time to really think about it and consider what that meant, and like I said, lately I've just realized how diminishing that word is. How it can be really diminishing. That's the word that came to my mind. And so of course, like I usually do when I want to talk about a word or something, I look up the definition. And of course, my favorite Google dictionary Google came up with a couple of different, of course, there's different variations on the definition. What it came up with is simply is one word, which is okay. But then it says only, no more than, nothing but. Those are not awesome words to hear when it's in front of your name or something that you're doing. So let's just substitute. Oh, it's only Kim coming in, or it's no more than Kim coming in. Just the way I say it, even is very, yeah, yeah, here I am, but whatever. And even though we use that word and we're saying it, we're not meaning to diminish ourselves or put ourselves down. But that word and that inflection that comes with it are so automatic that that's what happens. Your brain hears that just. And over time, we all know the brain picks up on these things. And that's the message it hears. And it takes that in. And that's what you put out into the world then. It's just me. It's only me. Can you hear that? And so lately, I've really tried not to use that word, that four-letter word, just. And you heard me say it in the front of at the beginning of this podcast. You just got me, or it's just me, whatever, however I said it. I know that I said it's just me today, but it should be it's me today. You have me. I am important. I am courageous and I am valuable and I am worthy of your attention. And here I am. Let that sink in a little bit. Oh my gosh. Just saying those words and putting that inflection into it makes my whole energy just uplift. And I think, what else can I do? What else am I, I'm here for a reason. What am I going to do? And along those lines, this podcast, I am having fun with it. I am focused on it. At this moment in time, as I record this, I am actually taking a guest recording break. I should make that a little bit clear. So when people are sending me emails and even on Podmatch, which is my preferred way to get my podcast guests, I am saying I'm taking a break and it's been wonderful. So even though I'm taking a little guest recording break, I thought this was important. I'm focusing on, I don't want to say I'm changing the podcast, but I'm really focusing on it. It is the base of everything I do and what I started with. And I'm wanting to lift it up a little bit more and have it be, I want it more visible. Of course, everyone wants that. And I want mine to be really visible. I want people to think of Midlife with Courage when they see anything about a woman in midlife or a courageous person, a courageous woman. I want to be the thought that they say, "Hey, you know what? You got to check out this podcast. Kim Benoit has this amazing podcast that you need to listen to." So that is what I'm working on. I have a whole process in place, so watch for that coming up. But anyway, let's get back to our four-letter word. So think about, I'm trying to think of an example of where I've used it lately, which has no, obviously, I haven't been nursing for a few years. And so that example doesn't work anymore. But like I said early, at the beginning of the podcast, I use just, or I just need to do something, or I just need to ask you this question. Even that's a little iffy. I just need to ask you this question. How are you saying it? But it's take it out of there and it's, I need to ask you this question, or I just need a little clarification. Mm, maybe it's a little bit iffy. Maybe that's not quite as diminishing, but it's still there and it's still in my brain. And my brain has automatically picked up on it. So whenever I use the word just, it, my brain goes, oh, wait a minute. You need to use that word? Yes, no, no. Okay, nope, don't use it. And so I change it. And that, of course, happens in a split second. But yeah, but my brain has actually automatically turned around and notified me that that word, there's that four-letter word. You don't want to use that word. And it really has changed my mindset, the M word, the mindset word. So think about how often you use that word and what your brain is hearing when you use it. And what about other people in your life too? Maybe you're the person who says to the person using the word, just me, or just this, or just that, say, hey, wait a minute, stop. It's not just. Actually, I did this the other day. Someone was saying something about, oh, I just have these to show you, or something, or I'm just this, or I'm just that. And whoop, stop. You're not just. You are. Own it. Take it. Own it. Have it. Be it. You are important and valued and worthy of all good things. So please do not use that four-letter word when you're, especially when you're talking about yourself or something that you're doing or want to do, whatever it happens to be. Stop using that four-letter word, J-U-S-T. All right. I hope you all have a wonderful week and I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please share it. The more people that hear about the podcast, the more women we can help realize that they are beautiful and valued and worthy. And most of all, I want you to know that you are beautiful. And I hope that you will take care of your beautiful self. Have a great day. Have you checked out my online shop yet? I have quite a few essential oil aromatherapy products there, including my dandelion salve, my heel balm, my courage roller, and of course, your daily dose of courage, my 31 affirmation cards for the woman in midlife with wonderful messages to help you start your day on a positive note, or you can use it as a great journal prompt. I love these cards. I love that I created them, and I am sending them out into the world and hopefully spreading a lot of positivity to women, courageous women in midlife. So if you haven't checked it out yet, you can go to www.midlifewithcourage.com. And the first page has a little button that you can click to go right to the online shop. But check out the whole website. I've got my story there. I've got a little bit of changes going on. Check it out and let me know what you think.